Well, it's another fabulously cool morning. And today, the first day of fall, is supposed to be a relatively cool day. I think our high today is 70 and it's supposed to be overcast, which means should not need the air conditioner at all. Bravo says, so what? Let's go sniff stuff. See if I see that cat. Come on. Come on. And we left with a possible battle being in full swing when we get back. Hopefully, no destruction. But I thought I heard something called Smudge. She ignored me. Called Colo and Smudge, two cats. They both ignored me. Had the sound off on the TV, hoping one of them would hear it. Eventually turned it back on. I was watching a knitting video, and after I'd turned it on for just a second, Smudge came flying. She heard it too. So anyway, she was on the hunt for a mouse when we left. And, whoa, brake lights. I almost stepped on you, buddy. Come on. Come on. We didn't even attempt the harness this morning because our last two trips out last night, I always use the harness. The only time I use the choke collar is on our walks. And, well, I take that back. When we're going for an RIDE, I put it on him to walk him to the car to hook his harness in the car. But anyway, last two trips outside last night, and he was everywhere. So I knew that did not bode well for our walk this morning using the harness. And I truly hope we don't have a lot of destruction whenever we get back. But a dead mouse would be all right. Yeah, it's another acorn. It looked just like the last 20 you sniffed. Okay, over here. Oh boy, there goes Mr. Groundhog in his hole. Yeah, you saw him, didn't you? Come on. He went in his hole. He went in his drainage pipe. Oh, there goes Mr. Squirrel. That's a little bitty one for this late in the season. That's a tiny squirrel. You see it too, huh? Yep, he's little. Finally finished watching Doug Days. Blub blub. On the Disney Channel. I really hope they make more of those because those just crack me up to no end. The dog perspective on things is hilarious. Because I don't know, watching it seems like in each episode, and they're only just a few minutes long, but it seems like in each episode there's a thing where I'm like, huh, that probably is what Bravo thinks. Did you find a spot? That's a good spot. Oh, it's got to be perfect. There you go. Good spot. But anyway, I just love those cartoons on Disney. I have the Disney turned on for 3 months right now because they had a special of $1.99 a month for 3 months. Come on. Come along. Ooh, I got something in my shoe. Slow down just a little bit, buddy. Well, it's certainly a slow down, isn't it? Oh, pretty sun. Whoa. Bravo, slow down. You're getting a little bit too fast today. Yeah, we got some trees changing, some leaves changing. Yeah, they're starting to change a bit. Beautiful. Okay. I didn't realize I'd stopped. Come on. But you did. Yay for Bravo. Yeah, your friend's not there this morning. Oh, he got a deck built on there yesterday. Come along. Come along. You just taking it in? Very wise dog sometimes. Even when you have yogurt on your face. I saw it whenever we were leaving. He's got some dried yogurt on his forehead. I think I scraped most of it off. I started a new sweater because, as I expected, come on, come on, come on. Order was delayed with the payment kerfuffle, and but it's scheduled for Monday. We'll see. I have a few things to do Monday, so hopefully I don't miss them. Well, come to think of it, I think it's coming UPS, and they usually don't. I don't order like I used to, but it seems like UPS is the one that doesn't deliver on Monday. Okay, I honestly don't recall. Good location, good spot. But anyway, it is a petite knit pattern. And it is a simple single color, oh, little bitty baby slug, single color yoke sweater. It just has some, I think it's called, oh poo, I think it's called the Sunday sweater. Don't want to lie, I think it is. And I was trying to decide what yarn to do it in. I ended up, I have tons of superwash. And superwash is no longer my jam, but I still have tons of it. So I'm using the, it's Cascades 220 Aran superwash, or however the order of words is right there. And by not using superwash much anymore, I mean, like, pretty much the only place I'm using superwash now is socks. Um, I don't know if that'll change. I don't know. But, God, I can't believe how much heavier it is. So anyway, I'm about, I don't know, I finished the collar and I'm about a little over 6 inches into the yoke. And love the clarity of the pattern. I'm not sure. I think she's Danish. I think she's Danish, but I could be wrong. But I'm sure she's Scandinavian. The designer, Petite Knit. And she has some beautiful, she designed some really simply elegant. I mean, she put some modern, like current fashion, like the bell sleeves are all the deal right now. Over here. And, well, not bell sleeves, balloon sleeves are on virtually everything. And that's fine. I've made something that is let's see, I did a Caitlin Hunter last year that was, I did two things that were almost, they just didn't have the decreases. They didn't actually increase before the cuff. So they weren't a real balloon sleeve, but they were close. So anyway, but because I do all of my sleeves top down, we need to wipe your bottom. It's fine. Fashion will change, and balloon sleeves will no longer be the deal. Okay, I think we got most of it. And whenever those are no longer the fashion, then I can just going to a balloon sleeve would be a challenge, finding old yarn and all that sort of thing. But coming from it, if a couple, 3 years down the road or whatever, I want to take the balloon sleeves out, just unwork the last bit, unravel the last bit, and redo it with decreases. Still have a perfectly good wearable sweater. But anyway, so I was looking at something that I wanted to work up quickly, and that I already had, of course. And because if I don't finish it before that other order comes in, I can get an awful lot of it done and be, okay, come on, almost finished. Come on, let's go. I know something very interesting went by there last night, didn't it? Walnut. But yeah, and then it was the challenge of going through this and having enough. Because working in a single yarn that's that big, that's that bulky, it's an Aran weight, it's not bulky weight. But still, there's those bigger yarns work up very quickly, go through them very quickly. And not sure that 10 hanks of it, we'll see. But I already have a second color to do if I need to change if it's looking like I'm not going to have enough for the entire thing, then I'll just change it and put a different color around the bottom of the body and sleeves, or maybe just a different color for the sleeves. Who knows? It's mine. I can do it anywhere I want to. It's for me. But if someone sees it, because I usually hang things up for a while, if someone sees it and falls in love, then I'm usually willing to part with them. Okay. Nope. Nope. Yeah, we definitely needed a choke collar today. Come on, further down. There you go. Today it's not people watching, it's just enjoying the morning. You are something, my puppy dog. Come on, come on. And I was always like almost forever a Superwash fan. A couple of things about that. And it's not that I loathe Superwash now. It's that I have no intention of buying more of it, other than sock yarn. But unless I learn differently. If I learn differently, I'll do differently. Bravo. Now quit. No. 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 Well, then don't do that. However, the things that I always believed to be true, it's still an acorn. I know, I kicked it. About wool, I have found are not true. Yeah, some wool is absolutely itchy. No big deal, since I must always wear a turtleneck or something under my hand knits. But that's for most of so much of the wool that is out there. That simply is not true. The last, 3 sweaters that I made last year with 100% untreated wool, totally fine right next to the skin. And whenever it comes to skin sensitivity, I guess I kind of fall somewhere in the middle, okay? But no, I don't have sensitive skin that, I look at a leaf of a plant and break out into a rash. No. But on the other hand, I am very fair-skinned, which tends to be reactive to things. And there have been many yarns over the years that I could not use every mohair I've ever picked up. Okay, I don't know if I'm actually allergic to it, but so far every mohair that I've tried to use has caused my forearms to break out whenever I knit with it. And because it was always such an issue, those projects usually never got finished. I remember I did finish one and gave it away. Come on. But otherwise, I don't know what would have happened if I'd worn the garment, because I never did. And now, in retrospect, I can see so many yarns that my forearms, I had a reaction to. It was probably from, come on now, let's go. Bravo, heel. It was probably from the chemical processes that make a wool superwash. So now I know. Okay, sniff away. Yogurt on your face. You gonna sniff away? Yeah, I don't see any of them out this morning. just as it was getting pretty dark. I mean, I had to look kind of hard to see all of the deer standing down there on the end closest to the school bus parking. But I guess there were at least half a dozen. I couldn't tell exact because they were just dark figures at deer. And Bravo spotted him. He was ready, but he stayed quiet. Come on. Okay. So anyway, so far I started knitting on this yesterday evening with this superwash yarn, but I have used a lot of Cascade Superwash products over the years and never had an issue. So I don't anticipate one now. Come on. But dang, it's heavy. Bless you. Took one sniff too many. Ow. Yeah, I scratched myself, brother. Come along. Bravo, come along. Thank you. Well, let's see if Smudge has won a battle. We need to rescue a mouse that's being tormented, or she's destroyed everything and knocked over a television. We will find out. Okay, you have a smile? Yogurt face? Nope? Okay.